All right, it's week 15. Stimmies are coming in hot. We got the best ball playoffs. Dog Bowl's officially over. Shout out to all the people who made a shit ton of money, and it's fun to sweat it over the weekend. Shout out to Badge Bro. Shout out Pete Overzet for streaming that. We're gonna recap that a little bit. We're gonna go over our BBM team that we drafted together over the summer. We just did one together at Advanced and Crushed. And we're going to do a position by position breakdown. And then we're going to draft a couple teams.
Our boy Go AZ Cards. I will be sleeping when this comes on. Body shutting down. Cards received. Thank you, and thanks for the Underdog Dog Bowl support next time. So for people who don't know, we give away cards every week in our weekly streams, and we will need to draw for last week's at the end of this stream. So stick around to see who wins.
Yep. GM to Brian, GM
up,
to
Brian?
Chad.
What's
Yo,
up,
Chad, congrats, man. The two out of three cashes. And that's so sick too, to do that on just one qualifying where you get 3 bullets and to cash 2 of them, that's a hell of a result. So congratulations, man. That's awesome. Does that, just out of curiosity, does that go to your Underdog account, or do they pay you out sepaitely?
Do you all get big checks? Do you all...
Yeah. We'll just take a quick look at Chad's teams.
He's in
12th place. He was in the top 10 pretty much. I don't know, pretty much all day. It seemed
he was looking real good in having that Cincy Buffalo game. Then Josh just went a little too nuke with that 40-yard run. That always reminds me of semi-pro. When the guy who hits the half-court shot. Will Ferrell doesn't get him he gives him that fake big check. But yeah, dude, I was sweating Burden with you too, Chad. I've been a big Burden truther. Drafted him in Dynasty, so little bit of him in best ball.
Yeah, sick team though. It really is, and it's such a shame because Bijan's had that 15 to 25 point consistency all year, and just to have to go up against Seattle this specific week is brutal. And like, your hands were kind of tied. Mm-hmm. I imagine if you didn't take Bijan, it would have been Trey McBride, who also underwhelmed. And what else could you have done? Like, Bucky didn't go nuke.
It's interesting. He had T and Chase with Burrow. The play where Chase Brown dropped that like 25-yard touchdown. I think must have been second down. But then the next play, T Higgins caught the touchdown. So I guess it didn't really matter too much, but it would be interesting to see if Chase Brown actually caught that touchdown, if that had a play on the RB wide receiver scoring points kind of during the week. I don't think it would have really mattered because he had both players, but kind of just a crazy like back-to-back plays there for fantasy.
Yeah, for sure. And then just to review his team real quick, that put up the 96 points. It was a Joe Burrow to Chase Brown and T Higgins, which combined put up 66, 67 points, which is just awesome. You just get one thing right and get all those points. Attacked the Bengals defense with the tight end. We've talked about that pretty much all season on your stream. You're DJ Turner pilled. You don't want to take the wide receivers playing the Bengals, so you just stayed true to that philosophy and it hit home. And then Burden, I imagine, was your last pick, if not a 5th rounder. So that was solid enough points for that late in the draft. It's just really Bijan is what was the separator. So I don't it's really well constructed. And then you want to review the 14th place team?
Yeah, he's got Josh here, Josh Swift, which that game quite just didn't get too crazy. Pierce, crazy. 10 points actually half decent with Dimes going down. Myers on the other side of Pierce there. Just didn't quite get the great ceiling, but really solid all the way through. And then RJ Harvey was a great pick too. So yeah, just having Josh was just was so important. Really, it shows. I think on that lineup, nothing too crazy elsewhere. Harvey was definitely a good pick.
Yeah, considering the contest size, 108 people, just having Josh alone just puts you ahead of the pack. And then from there, I mean, it was enough to win it this year. Last year, Josh went nuke week 14 as well, but you still didn't need him to win. And as you could see, he didn't litter the top 10. Like there was other ways to get there.
Yeah. Nobody really touched the Browns and Titans besides Brontosaurus. Brontosaurus there had Pollard. I think maybe a few Fannons were in there, and a few. He had Judkins on the other side of Pollard there.
Let me see how many Fannons. One League of Items, but he got sunk by Kenneth Walker. Harold Fannin again, but he got. I mean, just floor games all around. No ceilings outside of Fannin. Not many. I mean, 3. There's another one, but Igbuka, Troy Franklin nuked that one.
I'm really surprised there wasn't like a Puka Michael Wilson team that got there.
That was a win, top 3.
Was okay. I thought that would have been, the meta.
Right here. He was charging up the whole very, very end of the
just every possession, just the points.
Yeah, I was actually messaging him during this, and it was just funny. It was just like he was just pretty much every 10 minutes, just like slightly trickling up the leaderboard, slightly trickling up the leaderboard. And that's where you want to be. I mean, you don't want to completely backweight your teams, but I guess when you got 9 drafts, you can attack a couple different game environments. But it seemed like he was kind of all over some of the same players, like Michael Wilson, Kyle Pitts, Puka. I think he had 2 Pukas, couple Pitts, couple Wilsons. It's always taken Olave, but kind of failed him this week. But he had a deep bomb that just missed. That could have been the difference. Yeah, shout out everyone in KC. Looked like a blast.
Yeah, for sure. It was probably such a fun sweat and just be drinking beers with everybody sweating 5-6 figures. Yeah, you guys don't want to see me at the Dog Bowl. Pimo knows how I can get.
That's gonna be fun. We're gonna get there. This was our real first season attacking it, and every week we had better finishes. So it was a lot of fun. Shout out to everyone that had just was there in general, but shout out to Dan. I saw him high up, and then he just kind of got charged by a lot of those Rams cards teams. But still got to go to KC, leave with the cash. Actually got two cashes there.
Yeah, I mean, really our first year going hard in the Dog Bowl, and we were talking how terrible it is for bankroll, but you're just kind of like paying the piper. But us getting into the community this year has just been so awesome. I feel like I've like finally leveled my like fantasy game up that next level. Watching the Gumby stream, watching Chad stream, Pete, all those guys. It's just having you guys go on those live shows too and watch you guys draft. It's just been great getting in the community.
Yeah, well said. And yeah, the bankroll destroyer of the Dog Bowl is the tax you got to pay for what I agree has made us sharper drafters, and then B, to eventually, get in the mix and hopefully be one of these top finishers. Yeah, good stuff. Awesome stuff. I know a lot of just a quick transition. I know a lot of the content this week is going to be best ball reviews. We'll only do one quick look at a team that we drafted together. Did really well. It finished in the Let's see, overall leaderboard. Show my teams. So we finished top 4,000 out of, what was it, like 666,000 people. And this was the only one we did together. So we got to go back and rewatch that and see just kind of what our thought process was. Kind of use that as a way to reflect and hopefully improve next year. But A-Rich is not playing right now, but that could be a skeleton key if somehow he comes back.
Yeah, the thesis was there. Imagine we had like 25-point A-Rich. I mean, 4% drafted, but probably not a ton of playoff teams. The thesis was there, man. So brutal.
Yeah, and I mean, we drafted him for potential spike weeks in the playoffs. And our main stack was Caleb and Darnold. We had Darnold to JSN, but the running back room is really strong. Got Woody, DeAndre Swift, Pacheco, Jonathan Taylor, Bijan. Unfortunately, the Colts are kind of trending down, but still really strong and all healthy. Pacheco's coming back. Better matchups ahead.
I'll say maybe they just have to like legitimately give Jonathan Taylor 30 carries a game. So, maybe not the same ceiling with Danny or whatever, but he hasn't really quite had that ceiling in the past. So, yeah, you guys will get there next year. You will too. We're gonna see you there. We're gonna have a beer, Brian. We will have a beer.
Yep. Appreciate that. Yeah. That would be a lot of fun, and we're gonna work hard to get back there or get there. So Bijan, better days ahead as well, I think. Wide receiver room, you want to break down real quick? I mean, it's doing it backwards for some reason, but
yeah, I'm not sure why it's upside down. The JSN Darnold stack was the thesis there. We also double stacked with Cup. JMO coming on strong, a really solid playoff piece. Odunze down. We, more didn't quite come to fruition this week, but could be a nice piece. Shaheed double stack.
Well, no, Shaheed, we didn't. We have the triple stack now because we didn't draft Shaheed as a Seahawk.
Yeah. What's the tight end? And then what? Mims, Trey Harris, and Pat Bryant to round it out. Not terrible, but
both these Broncos receivers are healthy and they have spike week potential. So
I wonder why we drafted two late Broncos without Knicks. Do you think
probably week 17 correlation with Pacheco?
Yeah.
Is the only guess. That's my only guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then the tight end room's healthy, pretty strong, good value.
Yeah. That's as good as it gets in the game right now. Goddard and Ferg, shoot. I think Fannin feels like that, nasty piece because Njoku's hurt, but
we got some good value on Ferguson. Pick 143.
Mm-hmm.
And if CD's hurt, he was crushing when CD was out.
Facts.
But yeah, we're not going to do too much best ball because I know that's going to be a hot topic on a lot of streams this week. We're going to dive into position by position for the upcoming slate, starting at quarterback. What do you like so far at quarterback? I know you haven't looked a ton. It's early, but just
who we were talking, Rams, Detroit has a super high total. Seems like inside 425. Lions need a win. A lot of history with the trade. Should be a crazy game. I'd like to see Jared ball. Goff could be kind of in play as because I think maybe more people are going to be on Stafford, but there's no reason Goff can if Stafford can, if that game gets pushed, there's no reason why Goff can't match Stafford. So I'd probably like Stafford or Goff in that game as a good hedge for QB.
I guess just to play quick devil's advocate on Goff, his home road splits seem to be. Let me look before I even make this statement.
I'll say with The only thing is he does get to play inside, but
Mm,
I'm with you.
no, I mean his best game was on the road, albeit against your Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
So
True, tougher defense on that side. So you probably do like Stafford just because Detroit's pass funnel D is to be absolutely had right now, and Brian Branch just tore his Achilles, so it's probably even more to be had. Stafford might freaking ball. Trey Harris continuing to get on the field. My prediction is he could be like Pearsall last year, a week or two exploding in the playoffs and getting overdrafted next season. LOL. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think is QJ? Are they just gonna let QJ walk? I don't know if that he's under contract. He might be gone. Keenan's gone, so it'll be Ladd. Maybe it'll be Ladd, QJ, and Trey Harris, and it doesn't seem like QJ's enough of a favor. And I think they want to be more run heavy. I think people are gonna like the Chargers again next year, but I think they're gonna try to be more run heavy next year because they need to do something with that offensive line. If they don't improve that line, then I guess they're getting Alton Slater back naturally, but brutal.
yeah, I mean he's part of this team and he fits
Mm-hmm.
that rookie profile of a guy that's probably not going to be on a lot of teams, but if he spikes, I mean he got 2 targets last week.
He actually kind of gives me like Egbuka vibes early on, like when he broke out, like kind of making like really sick plays and like kind of contested. He doesn't seem like he creates like a lot of separation, but he's a kind of strong wide receiver.
Yep.
Yeah.
Burrow QB8 and the BRs is intriguing. High implied game total. Let's take a look at that.
Yeah.
Bengals 25-2-5.
Am I lagging a bit?
I think you're fine.
Okay.
Ravens 26-7-5. Total game total 52. Yeah, I mean the only question is, are they statistically eliminated from the playoffs yet? I don't know.
Who?
The Bengals.
No, I still think they're alive because
As long as they're alive, I like Joe Burrow. But as soon as they're eliminated, I fear that they might pull them in the 4th.
I think they can like win, but if like the Steelers or Ravens win like one more or something, then they're done or something. I don't know. It's a long shot, but I don't think they're like completely eliminated.
Yep. No, I like that shout though.
What about Dart against the Manders here? Yeah. Fucking Cooler said 20. Pearsall had 24 targets in the first 3 games. I think fading him was closer to just getting lucky. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He was putting up 100+ yard games pretty consistently.
He did it on a bit of like low targets, I'll say, but like that wide receiver room has like been had. So if he stayed healthy the whole time, I think he balls with Mac Jones. Even though they brought in like Kendrick Bourne when he was hurt, so he could easily been that Kendrick Bourne over that period. Would have been nice to maybe see if he did like excel when he was given that role.
Yeah, 49ers need to fire their entire training staff or something because they just can't stay healthy ever. And I feel like that's been his issues this season.
Mm-hmm. I think he was in a good spot to just be their proper wide receiver too, if healthy. Yeah, I think Juwan and him, right? It was Juwan Pearsall. Pearsall's kind of played out of the slot a bit, though, I think, or at least that's where. Kittle was balling too, so you could argue that he was really like maybe going to be that third option. But Kittle got hurt early too, and then so that spiked Pearsall early. After that, Kittle got hurt like right away. So there was also a bit of that to Pearsall's spike. Yeah, I don't see why not to love Dart. against the
Yeah, I mean, as
Commanders.
long as they stay competitive, good matchup.
Mm-hmm.
What's-
Mariota should be playing.
Is it Mariota?
Yeah, Jaden's probably going to sit. That's my guess.
Yes. I don't know if I have any advancing Jaden teams, but I know I have that one super flex team with Mariota.
I think it's going to be Mariota. Could be wrong. Don't quote me. But
I want to look at the total. Giants 24.5. That's pretty good for the Giants. Usually see them anywhere from 17 to 22. And then the Skins 22 trending up.
you know
Yeah,
who's
sneaky game environment.
Yeah, you know who could be nice on that side too is Singletary. Tracy's banged up, so it's a little deep, but it's not crazy deep. Q tag. Yeah, maybe he'll play. I'm not sure.
Damn.
But, I mean, we're eliminated, so
Yeah, I don't see why he would play. But you can make the same argument for Dart, right? But I guess Dart you want to like let him get progress his rookie season.
same with Jaden. Four games is like a little much to be sitting him down for second year. But Texans implied is 25 or 26 this week, which is crazy. Who they got? They got the Cardinals. Yeah. I liked Woody in that last draft. I think Chubb got banged up. I mean, if you can't get a pass rush on Stroud's probably going to pick you apart. So I don't know if there's anybody that really scared you on the Cardinals pass rush. I mean, they seem to just be kind of laying over. The problem how's that how's that game gonna go? That's the hard part because like if Texans just like shut their Cardinals down, like
if you put a gun to my head and said you have to tell me how this game plays out, my best guess is it's really ugly. The Texans are winning most of the game. Cardinals look like shit for 3 quarters, like they have been. And then they get some like garbage time in the fourth quarter. That doesn't really matter. And the Texans get there the way you don't like. They'll get there like the way you don't, not the way you'll think. It'll be like a backup. I don't know, Jaden Higgins touchdown. It'll be maybe a defensive score. Like maybe Brissett throws a pick six this week. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to go predicting, but that's gun to my head. That's how I could see it playing out. I don't know if I want to really be overstacking the Texans. How popular is it outside of Woody? Woody looks like a good pick at that price.
Maybe like a Dalton Schultz if he's probably steaming up. He'll probably project well. But Stover's back.
It's actually all cheap except for Nico. I take back everything I said. What about 12 persons? Like if you're in a 12-man, how easily can you stack?
Yeah, do we just go Nico Stroud stacks? I mean, after what Puka just did. I mean, Nico's going to cook him. Nico's like twice the athlete Puka is, to be honest with you. Like just size and speed. Like Puka's great, don't get me wrong, but Nico's a different beast.
Yeah. I mean, 3 straight road matchups. And then Denver. So and they do have incentive to win.
Yeah, they gotta stay hot. And I don't see them like ramming Woody 30 times with Chubb out. They'll probably, they'll mix in some of the other backs a bit, but Woody will be the main guy. But they should try to be a little pass heavy, I think.
What's the overall total? 42.5? Do we really need to be chasing that? I don't know. What's the Cardinals total in that case? It must be really low. 16.5.
Yeah.
I mean, if you avoided Texans defense, Seattle defense, and not Browns, because there's been weeks the Browns have been had. Texans, Seattle, Rams. It's hard to fade the Lions, obviously, but if you faded those three defenses with your running backs, etc., you've been doing pretty well this year. And I feel like we just keep trying to force it.
What
So
do you
how do you
think
feel about?
Yeah.
You go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what about the Niners? That's how it feels. But also, a lot of people are like on that script. I'll say, Chad, is that like people are like, "Oh, this is the week." Maybe like people are thinking that they're just going to like default into Brissett from past weeks, which is possible for less sharper players. But I do feel like majority of the like public is like, "Oh, the Cardinals can't get away with it this week," but like, maybe one more week. I don't know. It seems hard for Michael Wilson to like ball on them by himself, but I don't know. Does Trey McBride maybe pose some problems for them that they haven't quite seen a tight end like him all year? I don't know. Thinking just
no. It's a tough debate, and it's a tough slate because it's so deep. Like Brian's saying, Woody's going to project for 12 plus points and going undrafted. Could definitely see him scoring twice without Chubb against Arizona. Awful run D.
Dude, combine Corum and Kyron last week. It's the RB1 easily. I mean, so with no Nick Chubb this week, Woody can get there in the passing game and the run game. He should get more than 2 catches in this game, I'd think, without Nick Chubb. He should get 3 to 5 catches. Solid floor with the chance to get 2 touchdowns. I mean, that's a pretty elite fantasy play and a great matchup.
Is Chubb definitely out?
I don't think it's looking good. Yeah, the last report just says done for the night, but.
And what about Agumbawale?
But even if Chubb doesn't go, Chubb's played all year. Woody's still been somewhat of like a relevant asset. You just think his like workload sets up. Maybe Dare plays third downs 2-minute, which would kind of be annoying. But Woody's a good enough pass catcher and pass blocker. I don't see them like taking him out. The Texans have kind of had workhorse RBs under D'Amico with Mixon in the past, so that doesn't scare me.
Yeah, no. Michael Wilson, ADP in the 50s for 12 mans. Was hoping not so quick to adjust to low team total. Yeah, wow. I mean, 16 and a half. Trey McBride is just hard to tell a story that with so many guys on this slate. Yeah,
I mean, it's going to be their typical game trailing script. Rams D's pretty good, but they can be had in the pass at times. They're nothing like Rams D's pretty good, so they still kind of got there. But I think Houston's just a different beast. And on the road, like Arizona's on the road here. Houston's pretty hot.
Yeah.
Just seems like a tough spot.
Yo, what's up, Alec?
What up? What up?
Congrats, man. If I'm not wrong, it's the same person who won best the Battle Royale week. We've talked about him on stream before. Won the Battle Royale week 4 or 5, and also qualified for the Dog Bowl. Shout out, Alec. Great shit, man. I listened to your story on the Badge Bros, and it's just like very relatable. And I think you're from the same area I'm from originally, like New Jersey, New York. So just felt like that story resonated pretty hard. So congrats on an awesome season, and thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, coolers early in the week. Anytime touchdown for Woody is minus 160, which is a lot for him, but also makes sense. Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it sounds like a great play.
Mm-hmm.
Good team total, running back injury. I mean, I don't think there's any reason to click Chubb and swap because you don't win anything if Chubb is active. So
Agreed.
it's not like Gibbs is hurt.
Yeah, Woody's taken over a bit too, even with like Chubb active. So I don't think it's if anything, it just like increases like what's already like taken place to overtake the percentage of snaps. If it's been 55, 45, whatever, it's going to be 65, 30, just something like that, which is a lot. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it matters.
Yeah, we'll have to get in the draft and get some Woody.
I guess maybe it's touchdown equity goes down a little bit if Chubb's active, but
Yeah,
they've been using him in the red zone in that role. So, yeah, love that game. Commanders.
yeah.
We
were just talking about Dart a little bit. Could definitely see that game popping off.
Slayton's playing like an odd amount of snaps. I don't know if you got what was the last game? The Patriots. A bit interested to see what his snap. He still only had 3 targets, and they were trailing the entire game, which is a little frustrating. I know they still kind of stuck to the run though, because they just didn't want Dart to like die in that game. Dart literally almost died in that game, but yeah, I also thought he looked good. I also thought Slayton looked good. New England is kind of a matchup to be had on the outside. So, which you can say he did produce, but just not a ton of volume there, which concerns you. Wandale's kind of consumed a lot, but yeah, I like him as a sneaky play for sure.
Yeah, it's great matchup, home, and
I'd also say it's a good stack partner with Dart. Low owned, deep ball threat. So if he does get home, you got to think like Dart pops a little bit more than normal, over what would be in his projection. So
yeah, I guess my only devil's advocate take against Slayton this week is there's no buys. So every team's playing and there's just every alpha receiver on the slate. So I don't think you need to necessarily dig as deep. I think you can compare it similar to week 1 of the season when there were no buys, everyone was healthy. It's kind of similar to that because we also have like an idea of who the starters are at this point in the season. Like we weren't talking about Woody like this week 1, so just a lot more information, a lot more healthy bodies. So I think maybe the way, I'm not saying this is right, this is just playing devil's advocate. I think instead of reaching at receiver, like let's just say we got 2 alphas and then 2 good running backs. Like maybe we just get different by scrolling a little bit at quarterback. Like Herbert's QB 10. Goff we were just talking about Goff. He's QB 13. Like those guys are going to be, especially in the battle royale, sub 20% owned. So you can like find these uniqueness levers maybe in tight end as well, and then just still have these like super teams that give you a really low product ownership, but maybe you're just not sacrificing a ton of projection at the wide receiver and running back.
Yeah.
Yo, Alec, appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. And yeah, just once again, awesome season. I don't know if it's been done before, winning the Battle Royale and qualifying for the Dog Bowl in the same year. So until someone does it again or we hear of, I don't think it's happened. You've got that legendary status, bro.
What do you guys make of Daddle ADP at 25.8? Seems a little dicey with how much Chuba started cutting into his ceiling. So Canales came out, said that Rico's still the guy for whatever that's worth. Odd thing to say, odd thing to come out and like declare. Yeah, I've ridden Dowdle basically since like on his run. I don't know. I mean, he didn't really produce that well against New Orleans the first time they played. I think he got in the end zone. I think he actually ended up okay. Uh, but yeah, Chuba seems to look pretty good right now. I don't know. It's just such a confusing situation, but it is a
Yeah,
good matchup. So I mean, New Orleans doesn't scare you. Like, so what do you think?
speaking of best ball, Alec, the week he qualified for the Dog Bowl, same with Chad Candles, who's hanging out as well, was when Chad got him at pick 72 on a Jonathan Taylor team from memory. And that's when Chuba wasn't ruled out yet. And then Rico is such a good play that best ball Alec got him in the second round. He took Chuba in the second round and swapped. And the only reason I have this so memorized is because I was doing all those Dog Bowl stats this season. So I was like looking at the stats every week and like kind of had the teams memorized at a point. And it kind of proved that it didn't really matter where you took him as long as it was a good play. I guess what makes it a little muddier is both guys are healthy this week. So it's not quite as much of a smash as when it got home for those guys. And then the very next week, it was a smash again. That was when I had my best finish of the season when I got 11th in the BR for 4,000. I had that Rico Dowdle, George Pickens mini correlation. And that was at the point where I was like, all right, is Rico getting too expensive now? And he still smashed the next week at the 1-2 turn. Well, he was cheaper in 6-mans, and now the question is, what do you make of the ADP? Is it dicey with Chuba? So it's just a matter of game script. And also, I don't know, has there been, you said there was a little coach speak on it. So.
He just said that like he's still their guy. I just think he's still the early down back. And I was thinking about this earlier in the week. I actually think Dowdle fits Canales' run scheme a lot better. I think between the tackles, Chuba's really not that great of a runner. He struggles to break tackles, but he's a faster guy. So he's actually only scored on those plays. I think the touchdown he scored on was like that kind of swing pass where he literally just beat the linebacker to the edge and just turned it up and just housed it. And there was just like nothing there. But overall, I still don't think like ground and pound, which is still what the Panthers want to be, is Chuba. It's still Dowdle. So I do still think Dowdle's, I don't know, 18 carries, 17 carries, you know. I mean, I think they want to be a run-heavy team. So I don't know. I would think Dowdle gets the goal line carry. And I would think Chuba gets the 2-minute. So, you know, that in that case, I would lean Dowdle, but like at that ADP, is it a little rich? You know, maybe I would say I would wait in a week to see how they fall before I start to take them. That would be maybe my advice on how to play the situation. Because even if he gets a little bit more expensive than 25, like is Dowdle getting higher than that? I doubt it. So I'd probably just wait to take him later in the week, see how the market reacts to the Panthers a bit.
Yeah, I guess another concern with just this whole situation in general is Chuba was the starter all last season, right? And he was a best ball smash, late rounds, steamed up by the end of it, but never got expensive enough that he wasn't a good pick. Got hurt, Rico emerged, and he's had a solid floor since Chuba came back, but it's just never really hit that ceiling. And then the question you got to ask is, with a bye week, week 14, is Chuba even healthier now? And does that negatively affect Rico even more? I don't know. Then that's the question.
Yeah, you could also say like Rico has a chance here to kind of, you know, he's carried the load for like, you know, a good 6-7 week stretch. So maybe the bye week gives him a chance to kind of recoup too. But I hear you. I do think I just think you're bringing up a great point in how jam packed the slate is, and even like at that point, like it's almost getting cute, which is crazy to say, but it's just we're so conditioned at this point in the season to kind of get deep, whereas like this is actually the season, the start like playoff season is stud time. All the studs are in play. Teams need a win. They're not fucking running plays for wide receiver 3s in week 14, right? They're freaking going to their best guys and getting them the ball. So
you're right. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, that guy's insane. He was, I think, the one that we were looking at that picked Tony Pollard. I'm not 100%, but yeah, it's unreal. Honestly, either way. And then definitely think both Rico and Chuba are reasonable scrolls in the 6-mans. The RB scrolls are plentiful. Yeah, and that's what cost me a BR Bink week 1 was getting a little too cute. I did what I was talking about earlier, where I got creative was just doing a QB scroll and then just pick their wide receiver 1 that was going low drafted. Did Justin Fields to Garrett Wilson, had the Bijan nuts, had the Puka nuts, had all the nuts. Tight end, I had one of the elite guys who no one went off, but I think got me 10 to 12 points. And then the one thing that got me was scrolling to Kenneth Walker. And literally every other running back smashed that week. I'm pretty sure pretty much every one of them scored. Like even Travis Etienne, like if you scrolled that far, scored like 15 to 20 points. And Kenneth Walker was like the one guy that got 3 points. And it was like my only share of them too. And it was a learning lesson though. It's like these weeks when there's not a ton of buys, not a ton of levers to pull a lever, but don't pull too many levers. It's like the same thing. My big mistake, and you'll see it a lot in draft rooms, is like, let's just say you watch Establish the Million and you're like, all right, Dink's flag plan is this guy and Leone's flag point is this other guy, but they're both like 4K receivers on DraftKings. Let's just say it's like Michael Wilson and Jerry Jeudy. And like you're trying to cram these guys in and you end up with both guys on the same team. And then you're like, all right, like I went a little too thin. Like I think it's better to just like maybe like, especially on these weeks when there's no buys, just like maybe pull 1 to 2 levers. You want to wrap up at quarterback? We've been going on a bit. Any other guys you like deep down here?
No, I think Herbert and Mahomes is obviously an interesting one. That was kind of a shootout earlier in the year. People forget. Both teams are at a really kind of weird spot. I was really surprised to see Herbert running the ball as much as he did. You know, that's one thing I did not expect with the hand. So the fact he got 60 rushing yards was really encouraging for fantasy. Although, you know, nothing else really looked great. Yeah, I know the team total is bad. It's just an interesting game. You know, both teams are really backs against the wall. You know, defenses are probably going to be playing hard division games. So maybe not too much offensive firepower. But
I don't hate the shout. If I had to give one QB scroll before we move on, Bryce Young maybe.
Shut.
I mean, either of those guys, right? Probably going to be less than 10 to 5%, 5 to 10% owned, and they have alpha receivers that on a normal week are going to get 100% drafted, but on a week like this are not. So yeah, I think you're not giving up a ton. You're still getting a starting quarterback and their alpha receiver. It's just, and then you're also just not like over scrolling. Yeah, it's one of those weeks.
Yeah, I like those guys. I like all those names.
You want to move on to running back?
Yeah. I mean, stud wise, I mean, you got to look into 1-1 for McCaff. It does feel like a Gibbs game with Rams over a Monty game, but Monty's been was pretty good. Derek against Cincy. Cincy seems to have stepped it up against the run just a little bit towards the second half. JT Seattle. His workload should be insane, but can they sustain the ball? Long drives long enough to even give him that volume in a game they'll probably be trailing. I don't know. I do think you're going to want a piece, but just probably from Seattle's side.
Yeah.
Not a game to overplay. I feel like that's sketch. I don't know. Buffalo, New England could be pretty shootouty. I don't know. But neither of those defenses are actually all that scary.
Buffalo 25-7-5, trending up by 2 points.
Yeah.
And then Patriots not far below, 24-7-5, trending up 2 points. Game total nearly 50. So yeah. Cook, Travion. Maybe it's a Travion week.
So what we're looking at: Rams, Detroit, Baltimore, Cincinnati's pretty high, and then this game pretty high. New England, Buffalo.
Let's filter it by game total. Yeah.
I think that's what I had.
Rams, Lions, Ravens, Bengals, Patriots, Bills, Giants, Commanders. And then a couple night games, 49ers, Titans, with the 49ers making up a huge amount of that total. So, yeah, there's a pretty clear top 3 games.
Mm-hmm. And then a sneaky little Washington Giants.
So is it as simple as just attacking these running backs? Who else am I missing? What other teams? I guess Chase Brown.
Chase Brown. Then you could go, I'd throw Woody in there, look for some onslaughts.
Oh, yeah.
ETN versus the Jets. That's a game they should be crushing them. Just from a game flow perspective. I know not a super high total, but.
No, you're right. They have high team totals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jags and the Texans. And then if you really want to play the Seahawks carousel game.
God, so annoying. Everybody's going to be so mad at themselves for missing the Ken Walker week, which is why everybody keeps taking him. But it's there's really no reason to keep taking Ken Walker. There's no reason to take Ken Walker at this point in the season, dude.
I don't know, man. This could be the week.
I know.
This could be it.
The problem is, have you seen, I forget who, I think it was Hayden's chart. Ken Walker's in that position where he's in a split backfield, although he took over the snaps in the first half of this last week, but then they blow the team out, then they run Sharbs, then it's out of hand, and it's he doesn't get that garbage time. He doesn't get 2-minute drill. He doesn't get goal line. So you're just that's all those points are what puts your ceiling up. And so yeah, Ken Walker is a Ponzi scheme, bro. He's a Ponzi scheme for us all losing money this year, is Ken Walker. Think about the amount of dollars lost on Ken Walker's back this year, dude. It's absolutely disgusting to think about.
I don't know if I could find.
He was so hot in this offseason, and anybody that tells you he wasn't is an absolute liar. This run scheme for Ken is going to be so good. Kubiak's going to unlock Ken. They were saying JSN was going to get unlocked too. So I'll say that, They were right on that half, but they weren't right on the other half.
It's
Sharps also blew up in the preseason and looked amazing. And I think he forced their hand a little bit, which was annoying. And Ken's just done I've always been hurt. So,
No.
You're trying to find your Ken.
I'm trying to find it, but this was a long time ago.
Dude,
here it is. And I swear every other running back did well. Like, well enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like my one Ken share, and I'll never let it down.
There it is.
No, I know. I was just looking at it.
Oh, okay.
The winner, yeah, it was not hard to get into the top 10 with this team. But it was like you can usually play beat yourself over the 1v1 game, but there was like no reason for me to scroll to Ken this week. Like you could already see I have a 3% on Garrett Wilson and a 10% Fields.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just draft chalk around that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're already getting different enough. But this was week 1, and this was a learning lesson. Like I made up for it.
Mm-hmm.
What we doing? Let's go back. Running outside of those high team totals though, and outside of just like chalk, any deep scrolls you like? Let's say past
Woody and RJ.
I'd say past Harvey. We'll start at Brees because that's where it gets gross.
Uh-huh.
Brees will probably project well.
Yeah. Morning guy, maybe. Swift, Neal. I'd probably say the Bears RBs. Chuba and Neal would be kind of where I'm looking down that deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devin Neal's a good shout.
The feeling of missing a good game would be much worse than donating again.
Yeah, come on. We just got to keep martingaling. It's like blackjack, just double until it hits.
Yeah.
Still make a small profit.
Mm-hmm.
Never drafting a Jet player again. That's my rule.
Mm-hmm.
Hampton, bad matchup, bad total.
Yeah, split backfield. Just, yeah.
You were on Chris Rodriguez last week, and my counter argument is he just doesn't have a ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if you get that touchdown, it's just really not. I think it's just way too deep. Way too deep.
Yeah, I agree. JCM's still, like, getting carries, so it's just not enough. Pollard.
Yeah. What I find really interesting about Pollard real quick is, Eagles with his couple Z's on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
He's always posting best ball content and playoff best ball content. And he did like the quarters. And I think the first quarter he got first place for 15,000, third place for 7,000 and something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's super sharp, and I follow his tweets. And he drafted the fourth quarter contest that starts week 14. And his highest exposed player was Tony Pollard. And this was weeks ago, and I was trying to wrap my head around it. And I almost wanted to message him and ask, like, what's your take on Tony Pollard? Like, what do you know about that?
Tony.
And then this happened. So if he's got him in that contest, does that just mean he's going to smash again this week?
Yeah. I mean, San Fran doesn't scare you. But
oh, man. That blew my mind, though.
Mm-hmm.
Every week, ... Oh, fourth quarter contest starting for old Eagles. Got to get Tony Pollard.
Did you see he also had the third highest scoring team in BB?
He did, and then he fell a little bit, but still finished for 13,000. So nothing to complain about. But yeah, no, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
So he's a good follow if you
he had
don't
a sick
follow
team.
him.
Yeah, he is a good follow.
But I don't know. This one blew my mind because I saw it happening and I was like, what the? So I might ride it again, just ride with his teams. I don't know. So these two, I think you can, let's just Martingale, Kenneth Walker. What does Eagles know? Kareem Hunt, always eligible to score 2 touchdowns, decent team total, 22 and a half. Manunga, you said you don't hate, getting carries.
Mm-hmm.
Chuba, we were talking about, don't need to go back to that well. We already discussed it at length. Tracy, potentially, not a terrible Q tag to click if you're playing 12 mans.
I could see Cleveland beating Chicago this week.
Yeah, that would make sense, right?
Totally. Right, like Caleb's worst nightmare. He has to run away from Myles Garrett all night. Like, it could just be a nightmare. I was on that Packers game too. Remember when they
Yeah, and my
when the
my
Browns won
counter
that one?
argument was, I mean, Caleb did actually pretty decent. He didn't hit a ceiling or anything, but my counter argument. Go ahead.
Now, last week when I was on him, he had 1 point in the first half. So say he puts up 3 or 4 in the first half instead. Also, and then that last play he converts instead of a pick. It's 7 points, which isn't asking for much more from 16. That would have been like a 23-point game. And he didn't do that much or play, it was there. It just the first half was just too ugly. He just didn't put up enough on the board, and then the last play didn't quite fall his way, but it was there. So
yeah, a man smarter than myself, Rich Rebar, on one of those super long podcasts with Pat Kerrane said Caleb hits his ceiling when he has time to throw in the pocket, and the times when he's pressured, that's when you'll get more of a modest output from him. And look, you could see against the Eagles, they have a good pass rush.
Yeah.
Packers have a good pass rush. And the Browns have one of the best. So, yeah, I don't think anyone's preaching play Caleb, but I think the weeks you do want to play him is when he's going to have a ton of time to throw and hit those deep bombs.
I guess I'd almost say it's I might be an advocate for Judy again this week and Fannin.
Why? Do you just think they're going to have the ball more?
Yeah, I just think I don't know. I think Cleveland will be competitive. I don't know how much of it you want to play. Obviously thinking deep here, but I think it's a game people are going to stay away from.
Yeah.
Could be
no,
crazy.
I like those shouts. I think people will get to Fannin. They won't get to Judy. Brees. He's literally I would say one of the hardest players to play all season this year because every week he projects well at ETR and every other week he sucks. So it's just so hard to predict. Yeah. He really only had 1 week where you had to have him and you still could have got there with Saquon, James Cook, or Jahmyr Gibbs. I forget I don't remember if it was Gibbs, but there was 4 guys who went for 30 plus that week. So even the 1 week he went pure nuke, you still didn't have to have him. So it's just so hard. And the Jets play so slow. And what's their team total? 14 and a half. So yeah. But at the same time, every time you hate the Jets players or want to fade the Jets players, they do pretty well. And then whenever the community or the projections or just people are on them, they just let you down. So I don't know.
Jags have been pretty good Jags have been pretty good against the run. So I'm not huge on Brees and Brady Cook. How good are they going to be? Jags have been good running the ball, so that it's probably going to be a faster. The clock's going to run. I don't know. It's just I don't know if I want to put my money on Brees this week.
Yeah. If he beats me, congratulations.
Yeah, I'll go with the no Jets thesis this week. I'm cool with that. If they beat us, they beat us. If Mason Taylor beats us, I'm happy.
Yeah, congrats. And how many people are gonna have Mason Taylor?
Yeah, like that's the thing. It's like you're gonna play Brees on that side, or like and nothing. There's just no other play now. But
Yeah, I think that's it.
yeah, what about wideout?
I guess one last shout, David Montgomery leverage off Gibbs. Just extremely high total, can always score touchdowns. We've seen him break slates before. Seen him score 3 touchdowns, so just not a terrible guy to mix in. Wide receiver, I think I already gave my thesis. I think like Slayton is potentially a great play this week, but I think it's just like no buys, and I don't know, it's just hard to tell yourself a story where Slayton goes for like 30, 35.
Yeah.
Like his
Yeah, I mean,
9 to 18 points on a lot of weeks, the last 5 weeks would have totally played.
it really starting to feel like a Jamar week. He always destroys Baltimore. It didn't quite happen last time, although it did. He still was 7 for 110. Like if he just takes that like little baby slant one time for 60 yards or no T, Yoshi Vosh stinks. Mitchell Tinsley stinks. I don't know, man. We could see like 15 targets again for Jamar.
Yeah, and if for some reason Flacco comes in, you're not even concerned about it.
Yeah. I mean, Burrow's playing. I don't think that's a question, right?
No, it's not a question. I just mean garbage time, fourth quarter, they pull Burrow because like, all right, our hopes are over. Let's keep him healthy. They put in Flacco, but Jamar's still in there. Like he could still get there. So no, I like the shout, and he's had about as worse of a stretch as if he's had his entire career. So I mean, we were fighting over him at the 101 all best ball season to start the season. And then now he's got Burrow back at home against the Ravens.
Yeah, I mean, I think wide receiver wise, it's him or Puka is a clear favorite over JSN for me.
Yeah, and I think I even mentioned last week, I don't know for sure, but I think I mentioned that Buffalo's in general is kind of tough to throw against. So yeah, I know you were mentioning the Ravens getting healthier, but they still don't scare me.
No, agreed.
DK Metcalf just destroyed them.
Yeah, he did. And that says all you need to know. That says everything you need to know right there. So that Metcalf just destroyed him. He's not playing. 0 shot. Say you go like Jamar likely kind of talk. And then we've been talking. I love Nico. I'd rather take Nico over. I mean, it's hard to skip Devontae Adams, but I like Nico more than Amon-Ra and Rashee. I'll say that.
What's your knock against Amon-Ra and Rashee?
Just JMO's breakout, as I think will like, limit Amon-Ra a bit, but could be wrong.
Did the Chargers cornerback get hurt last game? Or am I making that up?
Herbert?
Corner.
Oh, I'm not sure. I passed out. Those night games are tough.
Because that could impact Rashee. I might be making this up, though. Derwin James.
Derwin. Head injury.
Was checked on the sidelines after suffering.
And another defensive back below him, Elijah Molden, left the game with a hamstring. So another body.
It's It's really hard to get updates sometimes on defensive players.
Yeah.
Took a hit to the head. Appeared to collide with teammate and defensive tackle.
It says in the third down below, it says he returned.
Return before the end of the half.
I think he's okay.
Just wanted to double check that because
Yeah.
you can be kind of delusional watching those night games sometimes.
Mhm.
Because, like, do you even remember that happening?
Mm-mm. No, yeah, I don't know. She
No.
just hasn't been scaring me. I just like Nico's ceiling a lot.
No, I agree. I like the Nico shout. What's the Eagles total? 24.75, trending down 3 points.
Jeez. That's
Still
gross.
high. But how do you feel about the Eagles? Because AJ Brown's here, pretty cheap.
I mean, they're coming
Devonta
on.
Smith,
Yeah, they're coming on pretty good, passing wise.
11 targets, 10 targets, 12
Yeah.
targets, 13 targets,
I mean, that's what you want to see. So.
5, 11, 8, 8.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hate those players.
They can't run the ball, so they got to throw.
And then let's see how deep we got to go. Juju. This is the weird playbook ADPs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, man, you can go all the way down here and still get Cortland Sutton.
It's crazy.
I guess you can scroll this week. Just don't like overdo it in the same lineup. You can go all the way down here and still get like a wide receiver one from some teams.
Yeah, get some good correlation in some games if you're trying to find some.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to just build chalk teams over and over, but I think you don't want to sacrifice too much projection at the same time. So I think there's really easy ways to get unique without being stupid. Let's play an elimination game. Let's eliminate 7 players from this list. Starting with Terry. Keep him or cut him?
Keep him.
Okay. Good game environment, good total. It's fine if Mariota plays. Jacoby Myers has been playing well, good team total. Jets sold their whole defense, so I'm going to keep Jacoby. Wandale.
Yeah.
Good game environment. I mean, do you see the ceiling? I mean, he's shown it a few times.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, we'll keep Wandale. It's going to get tough. All right, like you can make an argument for all these guys.
All right, let's cut Michael Wilson. I like Diggs. Revenge.
Like Diggs
Buffalo.
for the revenge game. Cut Michael Wilson. We talked about him before. Bad team total. Yada yada yada. Debo.
Cut Debo. He's stunk lately, dude. But good hedge off Terry. I guess he's in play, but I don't know.
I'd say keep him for now, just for game environment reasons. How many do we cut? We cut Michael Wilson.
All right, cut everybody below Brian Thomas. QJ, Marv. Gotta go.
2, 3.
Kirk's gone.
4. Make an argument for Shakir.
Yeah.
5. Actually gets better the further you go down here. You were making an argument for Jerry Judy.
Yeah, I like Judy.
So we're at 5. So we got to
Maybe
cut
no
2 more.
Jaden. Jaden feels like hard to hit his ceiling with Watson and
Is Surtain still out?
No, Surtain's playing. Maybe that does make Reed attractive if Surtain's on Watson. Could be a Reed week.
So maybe we cut Watson.
Yeah, I actually like that call. Cut Watson.
And then one more. Don't hate Higgins with the team total.
Good
but
heads
it's a little
off
deep.
Nico.
Juwan Jennings, good team total.
I like attacking Tennessee in the passing game too. Like Judy just had a game, and you can go deep on them.
This depends on Rome for me. DJ Moore.
Yeah,
what's Chicago's team total?
I'd almost still cut him. They spread the ball too much. Like if there was ever a game that he was about to just get some hyper targets, wouldn't it not been last week?
I guess he just didn't really have time to throw. I mean, that's maybe why Loveland got there, because we've talked about that low average depth of target when you don't have time to throw. I guess DJ Moore kind of fits that profile, but he didn't early in his career. He used to be a deeper threat guy.
The joke is Caleb just don't press the DJ Moore button. It's kind of true though.
Yeah. All right. We'll cut DJ Moore. That's fine. So you can go all the way down here, and then even past that, let's say we cut all these guys. Come down here. I bet we could still find some decent plays like Booty.
A Rome Q tag just to stay on the clock.
Yeah.
That's actually a nice play in like a deep week like this, and like let it play out. Let some things play out till Sunday.
Yeah, someone took a doubtful tag in the dog bowl just to stay on the clock. Darius Slayton was shouted. I do like that. I love the game environment. I just think it might be a little too deep.
Yeah, but I like him over all of these names down here.
For sure. And if you're like last round of the 12 mans and you need some correlation, like why not?
Yeah, even at like the names above him too a bit, I'd say.
Sheesh, dude, what the?
Dobbs is actually a good shout because Surtain's going on Watson. Dobbs ain't scaring nobody. He ain't staying to one side of the field. They got to stop people got to stop Watson after what they've done. Yeah, DeMario's a good click, and so's Troy. I like those calls.
I mean, it goes on forever. There's so much value, and it's going to be a fun slate. And then we'll wrap it up quickly at tight end. Anything you like here before we hop in a couple drafts?
Yeah, I don't know. Bowers scares me. Trey scares me a bit. Kittle, you gotta like, and Fannin, you gotta like. I tell you though, Philip Rivers could be a Tyler Warren spammer. Like we might see that.
Is he really gonna play this week?
Yeah, I don't know. How crazy is that, dude? About to see 44-year-old Philip Rivers, who hasn't played football in 5 years, come in quarterback the Colts. What?
It's time for Unc Joe to make another trip.
Dude, that's what I was thinking. I was like, go trade for Joe Flacco, but like you can't
trade, but maybe they can drop him or something just to be nice.
Did you throw out Kyler? Was that you who threw out Kyler? But I don't think it's possible.
Kyler?
I don't think you can
what are you talking about?
Kyler.
Kyler for what? Oh, for the Colts? No, that wasn't me. No.
No. Somebody threw that out there, which is I was like, that's not a bad idea.
I wouldn't suggest that to my worst enemy.
I don't think you can get Kyler. Like, I don't think he's obtainable. Because the Cardinals would have to cut him, and then he goes through waivers, and a team would claim him, I guess. Strange had a touchdown called back. I don't know, man. I can't believe they paid Mark Andrews, dude. It makes that situation so annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. But that does not mean they can't trade him still. But
I
I mean,
was
like next year. But
Yeah, I was looking at the contract too, and it's hard to not know all the details. Like there can be outs and stuff. So, but it puts him like between Komet and Njoku salary wise right now. Probably ages pretty well. It's probably from an AAV point, it's not really all that much of a contract. And tight end's pretty premium position, so I don't know. You get one more year out of him, I guess maybe it's worth it.
it's probably like an intangibles thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But let's look outside the top 6 because those are chalky. And then if you're in the 12 mans, even outside the top 12, like Strange is kind of cozy. But do you like anyone beyond that realm?
Loveland's interesting. I think they need him, especially if Rome's out. Komet got like nothing in that game, although they keep running that one play to him. Then you just deny him. They're saying actually the sneaky play is if you can guess the Washington tight end, Sinnott or I don't even know the other guy. Is there Bates? It's gross.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that situation.
Ertz is out for the year with torn ACL.
Senate.
Mariota's a tight end spammer. Cliff Kingsbury's offense is a tight end spam. So, I mean, there's some sneaky 9 targets potentially there, which is crazy to say, but there is.
That's what we needed last week or like 2 weeks ago when it was super thin. 2 weeks ago is when it was really gross.
And I actually think it's kind of a fun position to get gross at. So
yeah. If you're gonna get gross, like you can get 2.2 points from Barner. It's not that much worse.
Yeah, no,
or Barner can go off. But
I also like the Gesicki click. They really need him, especially if T's out. Like that thesis, everybody's on that thesis or like last time T was out, but I haven't heard that thesis this time because he didn't pop in that game. But Gesicki's a good call.
I like the Gesicki shout. Anything about these 2 names that ring a bell?
Oh yeah, Lad Barner.
So Go AZ Cards was he entered the giveaway, but he can't make it tonight. And he just received a package of cards, some nice quarterback cards. So we'll keep that giveaway open a little bit longer to the end of the stream. If you comment Lad Barner, we've got just a nice little pile of rookie cards. There is a Lad McConkey and an AJ Barner and a couple other guys that Kevin threw together. So comment LADD Lad Barner, and then we'll spin a wheel at the end of the stream.
Or we'll spin tomorrow. How about that? Give people more time to comment.
Yeah, that works. We could spin tomorrow, and that way Go AZ Cards can be here for it too.
Yeah.
So yeah, just comment Lad Barner if you want a chance to win that, and also if you could do us a favor, like the stream, it's always appreciated. Thank you guys for hanging out. We'll wrap it up. Any other last tight end scrolls you like before we move on? I think you mentioned Colby Parkinson last week, and I dismissed you, and it ended up being a decent play.
Yeah, with no Higbee, he seems to be playing a lot, and McVay's calling a lot of plays for tight ends. So I could see this being a game. They need to kind of get different, but I don't know. Terrence Ferguson can't block to save his goddamn life, dude. If this man could block, he'd be everybody would know his name by now because he'll eventually be a good like receiving asset, but he can't block, and McVay's not going to play Terrence Ferguson. So
30-point total, man. This might be the sneaky lever.
Yeah, no, it's a good bring back up.
Let's do a 12-man. Let's get some Colby Parkinson
Yeah,
in the
let's
last
hop in.
round.
Let's get in it. We're ready.
Yeah, I feel
We're
pretty
ready
pretty caught up now. I feel pretty good. We did a off stream draft too to get our
that we were like super distracted. You want to
I
hop
know,
in
but we
like
still got our feet wet.
yeah?
It's
Do you want
good.
to hop in like a 6 maybe, just while we're waiting for?
Yeah, we need 9 more for a 12-man. We'll let that fill up.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think my goal this week is not doing any wildcats, not gonna do any really side contests. I want to get back to just like really focusing on the BR and then also doing these 12-mans
Mhm.
too. I think it's a nice contest.
Yeah, I'll just enjoy the 12 mans for my personal.
Yeah. Crutch has made a good point though, and I found myself doing it. Like, let's just say you start the week doing a bunch of wildcats. You're like, all right,
Mhm.
let me just like max this early, or I've never maxed the wildcat, but this is what he said. It's like do a bunch of wildcats early, and then you feel like you've already attacked A, B, C, or D combo. And then by the time you get to your more important contest, you're kind of doing other things. And then
Mhm.
you end up with like all your best teams in the wildcat. And the wildcat's such a
Mhm.
massive contest that even if you have that good lineup end up in it, like you're better off having that in something else. So I think it's just, I don't know, the wildcat's cool and all, but
Mhm.
and it's like good value, but I think I'd rather deploy my time drafting and like
Mhm.
my best combos into other contests. Not that
Yeah.
I was really doing many wildcats, but I think it was just a good theory from Crutches.
I'm also gonna try to draft later in the week. Took 45 minutes to put the kid to sleep. Did you have?
Welcome
I
back.
forget. Did you bring the kid to KC with you? Let him experience the dog bowl so he knows what his future is going to be. See, son, this is what you this is what your life will be like one day. Winning dog bowls,
Oh yeah.
sweating them out.
Were you sick in Kansas City or did you manage to get healthy? Because I know you've been like questionable slash doubtful the last like 6 weeks, but you've been fighting through the Q tag. So I wonder with the cold Kansas City air if you survived and didn't get sick again. Because I feel like that would get me sick if I went to Kansas City. All of a sudden it's like 20 degrees, drinking all weekend.
I think we hope for Jamar here.
Yeah, yeah. Let's stick. You like Jamar's your 101, so
Mm-hmm.
maybe not your 101, but you like
Top
Jamar.
top wide.
I was actually healthy for KC. It was a miracle. Let's go.
That's awesome.
I assume you missed it, but we just mentioned there is an active giveaway right now. If you comment Lad Herbert, or wait,
Lad Barner.
Lad Barner.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Jamar. Let's go.
Let's go.
I know you've bubbled a couple of them now, so we're rooting for you to win one.
Do we get like a Nico here?
Does Josh get pushed again, do we think?
Yeah, I don't hate Josh or Nico. That's what I'm leaning. What do you think?
I think we just got Nico at 16, so let's try to push it.
Okay.
Still waiting on 9 in the 12-man, so hopefully we can get that filled.
Yeah, if anybody wants to hop in.
For now, we'll just do some BRs. I commented Lad Barner in the last couple of videos, so hopefully I did it right. All right, so you're in. That's our bad.
Cool. You
I
definitely.
forget that. I sometimes forget that there's a difference between the live chat and the video post-production comments. So appreciate you commenting. Thank you, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to check that.
I don't know what the difference is. Maybe Chad can answer because I know he's been grinding the YouTube game, and I've been doing the poker stuff for YouTube for a while too. But I don't go live for the poker. The poker is more like tournament vlogs. Do you know if there's any difference between a live comment and a non-live comment? Might be a dumb question, but I don't know if the algorithm treats it any differently. No Nico fall, so I got greedy.
I said we try to get like McBride or Kittle probably. We'll figure out RB.
Who do you like better, McBride or Kittle? Well, we don't get a choice.
What are you thinking? I don't know. Can we fade them? Really?
McBride, probably.
I don't think we can fade McBride.
No.
Let's go.
And I
McBride.
like your theory that maybe everyone's kind of off. Can they get away with it again? And my theory of the low average depth of target when you're up against a tough pass rush. So if he's got to get the ball out quickly,
Facts.
it's probably going to McBride.
That's what I was going to say. Their strength is in their DBs. You know, maybe McBride can dominate Shazier.
I thought the post video comments were better for the algorithm, but I'm not 100% on that. You're probably right because here, let's make this pick real quick. No tight end needed. Travion mini correlation, naked Josh. That is one of my prompts.
You want to do that?
Pure parlay card, but then it's a naked QB with a bring back. Yeah, I don't hate it against a running back funnel. RJ Harvey got there last week. Or not RJ Harvey, sorry. Chase Brown.
You don't need you just need one run from Trev.
Yep. I think you're right, because if you watch a Peach stream, he probably gets 500 comments live. But then if you go back to the video, there's maybe like 3 to 5, maybe 10 tops comments post-production. Mainly because most people are watching live, so maybe that does go further. My best video poker wise has a freaking shit ton of comments, and it's not a video of me, or else it wouldn't have got that many. But I still got a good amount on this last upload.
Yeah, your poker page is sick.
Thank you. But this one went viral and has 150,000 views and like almost 1,200 comments.
That's crazy. 1,200 comments. It's absurd.
Yeah, it's wild. This video is actually making me decent money. Yeah, like when you have comments with like a ton of likes, it means like people are just like sitting here reading all these comments and like going through and like. Like there's one guy, I don't know where it is, but
dude, that dude's comment has 255 likes. Like,
yeah, that was crazy. That kind of opened my eyes to like the virality of like people are still commenting on that, and that happened like months ago.
Yeah, it said 4 months ago. Some of the comments were from.
But funny story, I had you need 1,000 subscribers to get monetized on YouTube, and I was at like 900 and change when I first uploaded this video, and I wasn't monetized until this video got to like 115,000 views. So I missed out on like a good chunk of ad revenue from that.
But it got you to like the 1K prob, right?
Yeah, no, it helped
boost it.
You also need like watch hours and stuff, and yeah, that thing alone probably got the watch hour requirement.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, YouTube works in funny ways.
What are we thinking here? Try to sneak another RB. We said no Zay.
People are off Jacobs, it looks like. T's not going to play. Zay, I mean, no, we don't want another mini correlation.
What about like Dig? Is Diggs, Allen, Travion too much?
It's not too much, but it breaks the prompt. Not opposed.
Woody.
Ooh. Yeah. 100%.
Let's do it. I like it.
Oh, no, that gave us another mini correlation, but that's fine.
Yeah.
How did wide receiver get so thin already? Like, we're already in that range we were just looking at. Olave?
Jeez, I forgot. I didn't know we were in the clock. I guess so. Yeah.
Devonta?
Yeah. I like Devonta. Let's do that. Olave's been too chalk.
I know, every week. 9 people. Still waiting for 9 in the 12 man. It's hard to fill those early.
Yeah, it takes a minute.
Like even the dog bowl is tough to fill this point in the week. Except for like those last couple weeks when people were really grinding.
All right, let's lock in here.
Let's lock in, yeah.
Build the super squad. Build the super squad.
All right, so let's before it fills, let's go through who are we just talking about that we like? Obviously CMC,
Yeah.
Jamar. Do you like Gibbs?
Like Gibbs, like Puka.
I guess outside the top guys, Nico,
Adams.
Kittle, you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Probably AJB too.
AJB, Lamar, good matchup, must win, healthier.
Mm-hmm. JMO.
JMO. No Zay because we're with Jack Handles and we're DJ Turner pilled.
Fannin. I really think you're going to need one of those 4 guys at tight end. I really think you lose a lot by not getting one of those 4.
Yeah. I agree. Dart, Stafford, Rico, Woody. Just trying to pull up guys that we were highlighting. Likely, Goff. Loveland.
Mm-hmm.
Gesicki.
Mm-hmm.
Schultz. Unless you just want to go elite every time.
Yeah, I guess there's some good deeper. The middle tier seems dead a little. I don't know. I guess it's a little deeper than it's tight end's a little deeper than it seems. Then you've got the Ravens guys.
Yeah, no, it goes super deep.
Yeah.
Better plays will unlock throughout the week too. There's guys hiding down here that are going to become really popular.
Mm-hmm.
Corum.
I think you want to pass on Detroit more, but he's been good.
No, you're right.
What do we think here? Puka?
Puka.
Yeah, switch it up. Get some of that. Get that game.
Sure. I'm going to get rid of Devontae just because it's the 6 mans. No double stack.
Mm-hmm.
Too big of a slate. I think it's more viable in the 6 mans when it's a heavy bye week. Low totals. I think it's just too hard to hit a ceiling in a double stack on this slate.
Do we try to get Amon Ra here too, or is that like? I know I haven't been touting it, but
I don't think he'll be available, but hopefully. I'm definitely down.
him and Puka would be nice.
And then go Goff to get the leverage.
That's what I was
ownership.
thinking. Mm-hmm. Damn it.
Still get our Nico.
Yeah. Yeah, let's lock
Or
down
do you
receiver.
any argument for JT before we scroll past him like everyone else?
No.
Okay.
They're just gonna be, I don't know, there's gonna be a trailing game script. Just Seattle's just a little too tough of a matchup, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, when you can get Woody for free, definitely agree.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's punt running back.
Maybe try to lock
Yep.
up tight end here. Do you want to, or
Yeah. Try to get Kittle. God damn it.
maybe we'll try and scroll on Fannin. Maybe give us a JT fall.
Call the police, man. Sniper in the building.
Give us a JT fall. We should probably go Cook here. I think JT or Cook, whoever.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Masterclass 101, bro.
Now we got both of them. Who are you picking?
I'm riding JT. That's who
Let's
I got
go.
on my team
Yeah,
with Pete.
come on. Third round JT? Come on, dude.
That's who I got on my BBM team with Pete, Puka JT. So let's ride.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, no, this is a nice value.
We probably just. Do you think you want to pair JT with JSN this week if you can?
No, I did it last week with Bijan, and it was utter failure.
True.
Utter failure. Not that I overdid it, but
Falcons had opportunities to like get into that game though, so maybe JT can get them.
Why is Rasheed still available? Hold on.
We might have to go through wide receiver. There's no way Rasheed's making it past this Go Birds guy.
Yeah, Go Birds is too sharp of a lad. Hate to see it, really do.
Are we
Bowers or Lamar?
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe like a Lamar likely.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just keep writing that script.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just need a running back.
Likely's stats would look absolutely insane if we, like click likely. Bro should have 2 more touchdowns the last 2 weeks. So he should have posted a 16 and a 16. Like ridiculous.
No.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
We saw Kittle go over McBride in the last draft. I think we were going to do the same.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was saying we were saying how like the Cardinals, I think Michael Wilson's more of the fade than McBride's the fade. I think that's too cute. But I don't think liking Kittle over him is like too cute. So, but you worry maybe Niners just kind of crush them too. McBride has the better game script in his favor than Kittle does. You know that the Cardinals are going to be trailing and throwing.
Unless they're not, which means McBride's also probably crushing. Who do you prefer out of these running backs? Do you want to go Woody again?
Yeah, we could go Jacobs even.
At Denver?
Yeah, I think you can run on Denver, though. I don't think you want to pass on them. I think they lean into the Jacobs script, if anything.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I think we just have a Woody, and I just didn't want to take Rico, so it kind of defaulted to Jacobs there.
Maybe I should have taken Likely first, but oh well.
I think we'll get him. We just got to get by Birds here.
If this guy had a running back, I would have pushed it.
I guess they could take 2 tight end, but on this slate, that seems like a freaking death wish.
The guy who won the Wildcat twice this year, seems to lean into doing 3 wide receiver, double tight end, because that's how he won both times, was once with the double tight end, once with the 3 receiver. And it doesn't get there a lot, but maybe when it does, he just crushes. I don't know.
RB actually feels kind of gross, so I could see a 3 wide receiver team. If you can stack like in 6s, if you can get 3 studs, like if we could have got Rasheed there, that would have been like pretty sick. JT, Puka, Nico, Rasheed would have been so gross.
I know. We got screwed.
Yeah.
But I like this team a lot. It's super strong. It's going to project well. You just got to hope these guys don't poop. I mean, it's not super strong. JT, there's arguments against, but he's been the one-on-one all year. Daniel Jones, is he really that big of a factor? I guess the Seattle defense is also tough. Yeah, kind of sucks.
First time though in like 4 or 5 weeks, JT's like not chalk. I'd say though, which kind of makes you like it, like starts to make him attractive a bit. That like the field will be off of him.
I think one of his best weeks earlier this season was against Denver on the road, or just against Denver, and his ADP was 20, and he smashed and was a guy you had to have. So that was a week when people were kind of off him. This will be our last draft. We're gonna do a 12-man.
We need to sneak 1 12er in here.
Where the dog bullers at? Need 3 more. 2 more. Let's go.
Come on.
Should be some good ADP values. Just looking at the ADP landscape, this is bound to change later in the week, especially once Awin gets in the lobbies come Saturday. ETR drops tomorrow. Yeah, this is the time to sneak in these 12-mans, because if you got player takes, they're easier to attack.
Yeah, we got to think of some steamers here.
Well, we just had all our guys queued, and I don't want to have to do it again, but
no,
we just do it on the fly.
Yeah, we'll see it. We'll see the board as it comes.
Unless you want to plan for something like some kind of golf stack.
Yeah, let's see where we fall.
Start.
Then we'll.
I'm never queuing a player up again. I took DeAndre Swift 101 in a battle royale the other day because my dad was here, and I was crunching teams Sunday morning, and I was like, all right, I got to get a DeAndre Swift team, and I was multi-tabling, and I took a DeAndre Swift 101. So yeah, no more queue, no more star method. One more.
Come on. Uno mas.
All right, if Buster Boys is in this lobby, you owe me $5. But if Buster Boys is not in this lobby, I owe you $5.
If Chad's in this lobby, you owe me $5.
Patrick Barnes YouTube. Double or nothing.
Crutches.
No, you get to pick one and I get to pick one. And there's no doubt Buster Boys is in here. Actually, no, he does more early. That's a bad pick. Oh no, he's in here.
Chad's in here too. Boom.
Nice. Let's go.
Chad was too easy. I knew he was sneaking in.
Oh, you saw his comment. You cheated.
No, I didn't actually, but I knew he was.
I'll get in. Haven't done a 12 this week. You had a nice result this week, didn't you? Like obviously in the dog bowl, but
in another contest?
No, in this exact contest. I'm pretty sure I saw you cash for 4 figures.
Just some slate work on a Sunday.
Why is it doing this?
Dude, they'd be killing me with that.
There it is.
15 to 750.
Yeah, it's a great result. How far off the optimal?
That's a nasty
first place.
Team.
141, 126. Yeah, that is a nasty team. How'd you even get to this team? Oh, okay. RJ Harvey second round, T third, Warren fourth,
Mm-hmm.
Fannin either fifth or sixth. 53.
Fifth, Darnold sixth. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just beautifully constructed. We need to do this way more, where we take our quarterback and tight end last 2 picks. That's just what works.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice team.
So we're up 2 picks away.
I was winning the goal line stand late, finished 12. Damn, you were winning at one point. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. And then you just got chased down by Pollard and or was Pollard early? Corum. Yeah, Corum. Michael Wilson Puka. Yeah, that sucks.
Josh.
Jamar.
Yeah, we'll take Jamar. Jamar Bizarre.
I'm in for the thesis. Lamar going way higher in the 12-mans, but that's kind of always the case early week, and then he'll fall more to like the second round. We'll see. This isn't the dog bowl, so he might just be a first rounder. And he might deserve to be this week.
Lamar?
In the 12-mans, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But with no teams on buys, it's like you can make an argument or tell yourself a story that you can get a 5th or 6th round QB that still goes nuke.
Yeah, Barkley gets Vegas.
Why didn't I even see a Monroe? I feel like I didn't even see his name on there.
Yeah, like Lamar was next and somebody else.
You must have a weird ADP in the 12-mans.
Mm-hmm.
But Dave works for ETR, and he's usually on the right plays early week, so something to note with the Monroe.
Yeah. I mean, just wide receiver 1 in the best game total against Emmanuel Forbes. Shoot. Sign me up.
Yeah.
But I think J-Mo will cook him kind of more. But
see what Chad does. Quarterback and take JT. I like that play. Wow.
be interesting to see where Chad goes RB with now. That he's got. Maybe he'll go one.
Some nice values. So I think he's doing kind of the Chad Maschke play, where you going pulling up 2 elite wide receivers, and he thinks there's running backs that might get more expensive later in the week. Forget whose stream Chad was on when he was talking about that. I think it was with Mythology and Neil Orfield. And it didn't pan out for him, but he got some really nice teams. It's just like those running backs didn't hit that week. I think it was a lot of like Swift, Aaron Jones, Woody. That week when like there was just that Congo line in the 3rd round, remember that, of running backs? Yeah, it's hard to know if that's a real ADP. If this was the dog bowl, I'd be more confident that that's a fake Lamar ADP. But you never know in this contest. Like I could envision a lot of drafts Lamar still going first round. Just
early QB's been like around the clock here.
Yep. Hurts, McBride, Bowers, Rico, Kittle, Dart. Or should we do the thing where we punt tight end?
Yeah, do you want to take like a RB or
Rico? I don't hate Rico.
Yeah, I guess.
Good hedge for you if Rico goes off this week. That's a little expensive. Okay.
It's okay. It's New Orleans.
Yeah.
We probably should have went Kittle. It's okay.
We do it too much, though. Like, there are some sharp drafters that do that, where they just get their elite tight end every draft and build
Mhm.
around it. But I really like what Chad did here. Or this is nerdy. Whoops. Where we've seen it all season, just pushing quarterback and tight end just from a value over replacement standpoint. It's not hard to like tell yourself a story that
Mhm. Yeah, if you don't, I mean, if you don't think elite tight end's hitting, then you just wait till sixth.
like, can Stroud go for 25 this week? Is that impossible? I don't think it's impossible, but if you look at running back and you get to that ADP, you're looking at Benungai.
Yeah, I know split backfields and certain roles.
We might have screwed up. Nah. I could easily
if he
see
is
Rico
still the
go for 20
starting running
plus.
back, I don't think it's too bad.
I actually really like Rico. Are they home? No. Dome, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'd rather not be at home. Yeah, I think we just need to lean into that more, though. Not because you really screw yourself when you take a tight end here.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you
If
just
they don't
have.
pop, if they don't pop, or if like it's not the only position to pop, like if McBride goes 20, but then you also can get a late 20, then it's less valuable. But if McBride's the only 20 on the slate, then he becomes pretty elite play.
Oh, fuck. I guess a counter argument to it is. Okay, let's pick quick. Mahomes, May, Dart, Judkins, Genty,
Kind of thinking Judkins.
JMO, Judkins.
Judkins is a little gross, but I think he could hit.
Do you like JMO?
Or RJ Harvey? No, Green Bay. I think Judkins is a good play. I like Cleveland in that game to have the ball enough. We got our elite.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Gross.
Kind of gross. Kind of gross. Kind of gross.
Yeah, I guess an argument for taking Kittle there, though, is the slate's so deep, but tight end's kind of top heavy. So you can make an argument that you lock up elite tight end and then just find value elsewhere. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is taking Dowdle here that much better than taking 3 receivers or some other running back? And then, like, what's the comparison? It would be Kittle and a late round running back versus Dowdle and a late round tight end. What do you like better? I'll try to.
I think I probably like Dowdle there compared to like a
Dowdle plus, let's say, AJ Barner or
like Gesicki.
Kittle
even.
plus Monungai.
Yeah. I feel like Dowdle and a deeper tight end is probably the better play if Dowdle hits his ceiling.
Like, this is the 2v2.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Chad proved that this is superior. But I guess at the same time, did any elite tight ends go off?
No. I mean, McBride had 9. I mean, I think he was Phantom was the highest scorer. So
Like, let's just say this was a good McBride week and he got 21. I guess he could have punted and taken Quorum, or who was the other guy that went off?
Pollard.
Pollard, yeah.
Yeah, those guys can be hard to find. I don't know if those guys are on this slate this week either.
It is hard to find.
Corum had such a smash matchup. He was such an obvious play. That was all. Season long.
Did you start him in our league?
Mm-hmm.
So that means we need to play.
I don't think we want to touch anything else in the Carolina or the Cleveland game. Maybe try to get like a likely on the other side of Jamar or something if we wanted a little correlation. Yeah, I kind of like that. I like Dart. Yeah, getting.
I don't. There's some good values in this range, this whole pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I was just looking at Kenneth Walker. Dave knows too.
This is the week.
Not sure Genty was the move. Could have done Hampton or Hall there.
Such a tough RB stretch there. I like
you want to go Dart?
Yeah, I think we go Dart. We've been talking about
but then we're doing the thing again where we're not pushing it. So whatever. According to Dave, maybe you could have gone Kenneth Walker.
Yes, yeah.
We were talking about it before. It's a Ponzi scheme, but
as long as Jalen Carter's out, I don't think the Eagles D-line scares you running wise. So, they had pretty good success. Ken Walker's actual. They can't quit now.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna ride that notion, especially if Dave's on it. Seems like he's free right now. And he does tend to do well the weeks no one wants to play him.
Mm-hmm.
Good team total.
Yeah, Chris Rodriguez went after Ken Walker. Like, what a crazy.
Don't love the ceiling on him, but I could see him scoring a touchdown.
He actually runs pretty good. Like, when you watch him, he runs hard and and he's a good plotter in that sense. But he doesn't get enough carries for a plotter.
Oh yeah, that is a nice team.
Mm-hmm.
Double RB and then a stack.
Yeah, and Cook's on the other side of May and Diggs, if that's a crazy shootout.
Mm-hmm.
Getting JT in the second round, has basically been impossible since probably if you could even have gotten that week one, which I don't know if you could have.
I thought it was crazy. He was going like 5 in the dog bowl, and then he didn't pan out, but
mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a turbo smash every week.
Mm-hmm. But now is it overreacted too much? That's the question.
Maybe. What's the Colts total?
Low.
Over under 17.5.
I'll say 8. I was going to say 18.5 was about the number in my head. I think we were looking at it. 14.5. Oh my god, dude. Holy cow.
That's brutal.
Raiders were 13.75.
We're on the clock.
Slayton. Or get our tight end here.
Pretty serious. Kelsey, Henry.
Yeah, Kelsey. Fuck it. Derwin's hurt, maybe.
Must
Kelsey
win
kind of
game. Home.
Kelsey needs to bounce back too after that last game.
Do we want to build in any correlation here?
I was going to say Slayton. We can take the Slayton pick. Shout out. Shout out, Brian.
I don't mind Dart naked, but
True. That is a good point. He's not a bad naked QB.
could find correlation through a mini.
Can you click the board real quick?
Yeah.
Wow. You know, who's the sneaky RB nobody's taken? Pop quiz
Where?
on the board. He's still
Oh. The sneaky RB that no one has taken yet is. Am I allowed to look at ADPs or no?
Yeah, go ahead. You can look at the list.
I'm going to say either Eagles guy or Devin Neal.
I guess you could
Pollard or Neal.
I was going to say it's Devin Singletary.
Since when's he sneaky? You haven't mentioned his name once.
I mentioned him earlier, but I didn't go too crazy. But you actually probably want to play the Tracy Q tag, maybe, but actually no, because Singletary's been having standalone value. But dude, look how good he's been. And Tracy got hurt.
Yeah, no, it's a good shout.
If you need a late RB in 12s, that could be the move.
Assuming Tracy didn't get healthy on the bye.
True.
I bet he doesn't Singletary doesn't steam up even if Tracy goes out that much, so good to keep in mind. It's a good call.
I think he'll steam up if Tracy's out big time. And against Washington. Yeah. He'll project crazy high.
Yeah. Any other receiver you like before we
scroll back up? I mean, I like Judy there, and Juwan. I'd say are probably my two advocates.
Oh, you did say you like throwing on Titans.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Shador just shred them. They're at home.
Mm-hmm. You want to go Juwan?
Yeah, I mean, he's ours if we want him.
Let's do it. Let's go naked dart. I don't think we need Slayton. Juwan's got a better ceiling. Okay. He's been good. 9, 6, 7, 6 targets.
Yeah. But yeah, so we went naked dart, Rico, Quinshon Judkins, Jamar Chase, Juwan Jennings, Travis Kelce. Really no correlation here, but sometimes on these weeks when there's no buys, a lot of high totals, you just need to hit pure ceiling outcomes. So don't mind leaning less into correlation on a week like this. So yeah, not bad. Well, tonight is the night where we do more of a deep dive, less drafting, more position by position breakdown. Tomorrow we'll do more drafts, but other than that, make sure to comment Lad Barner. Make sure you get in that giveaway. Kevin, you got anything before we hop off?
No. Hop in tomorrow and come draft with us.
Yeah. We'll be live at 8:30 p.m. If you're not subscribed, make sure to do that so you know when we go live. And appreciate you guys hanging out.
Yep.
And congrats again to everyone at the Dog Bowl. And let's finish the season strong.
Let's go.